Guys, we're making my favorite holiday bread pudding. So you're gonna get 2 cups of eggnog right into a mixing bowl, just like that. Now you're gonna crack 4 whole eggs. You want 4 eggs into this bad boy. Because we're making basically a custard. What is bread pudding? It's basically a custard. And I'm using eggnog instead of milk, but if you don't like eggnog, use whole milk instead. That works perfectly fine in this recipe. Just like that. You can use almond milk too, whatever you want to do, whatever you feel like it. We're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, just like that, perfect. And we're gonna add some cinnamon to this. And that's basically it for the filling for this. And I add about 1 teaspoon, tablespoon, whatever you want to call it. And now we're going to beat this all up and whisk it together into a bowl. So beat the eggs first and start getting it all in there. So I'm using cake instead of bread, and I'll explain why. Because cake, right, I had this leftover cake basically, and it's just a nice vanilla cake. If you had those, you see those those pound cakes, that's perfectly fine too. If you have leftover cake, that's fine too. And this is just a better version of bread pudding. It's a little sweeter. It really brings out all the flavors of this too. We're just gonna mix it all up. And we don't need to add sugar because the cake has natural sweetness already. So we're just beating this guy up into a bowl. You want your eggs to be fully incorporated, so. After a little bit. This is perfect for the holiday season. It's just my little twist on it. If you don't like eggnog, a lot of people don't like eggnog for some reason. It's just very creamy, sweet milk, holiday milk, in my opinion. But if you don't like eggnog, go ahead and skip it. But you want to use 4 eggs, okay? 4 eggs because it makes it thicker, it makes it more custardy. After that's fully incorporated, we're gonna pour it over our cake. Just gonna pour it right over every little nook and cranny of this guy. And that's really gonna soak into all of our cake, because cake really does absorb liquid very easily. It's like a tres leches. If you think about it, perfect. And this is gonna make the cake super moist, super creamy, super custardy. So we're adding about this much in there. Don't worry if you have leftover, use it for another batch later. You just wanna fill it till the brim, just like that. This is ready to go into the oven. Look at that. This is done, guys. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna teach you how to plate it. It's super easy. So you wanna go right here. And I like to cut a big old quarter for myself. Look at that. And remember, the top is super crispy. The bottom is moist. That's how I like my bread pudding or cake pudding. It structurally holds. Look at that. Look how clean that is. So this is how I like to eat it. Ooh. We're gonna top it with a little whipped cream. A little bit, I say. Yeah. And then we're gonna hit it with some caramel.
A little drizzle.
And this is just like some new plating tips for you guys to make it look really good. And we're gonna hit it with a little bit of holiday sprinkle because it is the eggnog cake pudding. And I'm gonna choose this tree one. Really makes it festive. Yeah. Perfect. And that's how I like to plate it and how I like to enjoy my eggnog cake pudding. So, where should I go?
Yeah, right there.
Remember, the top is crispy because I didn't dunk it all the way. And if you don't like that, I like my bread pudding crispy and then moist on the bottom. So perfect bite.
That's good.
It just melts in your mouth. The butter, the cake. try it.